We are back for our second game of the evening, second and final, and we'll round out the men's Supa-Liga action for this weekend with the Andinos Futsal Club, who I did check before, are currently sitting in 7th, versus the Phoenix Futsal Club, who are sitting in 8th. So I would say that it's now or never getting to that territory. I'd say a loss for either team, and that probably cancels out their finals hopes. Just giving you a quick run through the team list. We've got, for the Andinos boys, we've got Jade Nashmore wearing number 1, Jorge Escobar number 11, Sebastian Correa wearing number 64, Miguel Fernando Salas wearing number 19, Nicolas Serrano wearing number 6, Christian Mejia wearing number 9, and Eduardo Vera Arias wearing the number 17. And for the Phoenix, we've got Bharat Jaja starting on the ball, Mason Kanani wearing number 9, Ali Muhim number 10, Moses Tonchi number 7. On the bench, we've got Amir Azimi, Bakazayed, Ahmed Ashragian. And in goal, they have got Muslim Al Muhammad. Also on the bench is Korai Al Tintas. So we're having a quick chat with both teams before, and they're both pretty up and about for the game today. I think Phoenix will definitely go into this game as the favourites, as they have actually pretty much every game they've played this season, you could argue, but which hasn't quite clicked for them. Only got the one win, and that was against Longobardo last week. But as we're saying that, and that win. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sure if that went in or not. It looks none of the players appealed for it. It may have actually just hit the post. But that was a golden opportunity there from Majaya. And number 9, he would have expected himself to score that. But actually, looking at the goal right now, I actually don't know how that would have been physically possible to pop out. So, Phoenix get an early scare. Or get away with an early scare. Mason Kanani to Ali Milham. Ashmore did just about enough.
I was just about to say that should definitely be a corner ball.
Yeah,
straight safe from Ashmore.
You can tell because Jane Ashmore is not even contesting it. So it's been a bit of a weird start here. Both teams have had chances. Ali Milham, the number 10. Correa does well. He's got to be careful there. You can't dive in on Ali Milham, especially not when he's right in front of goal.
That was an excellent ball from Milham to Tonchi, starting his run a little bit late. Yeah,
that's Mohamed Tonchi. I think he used to be known as the Flash. As some say he's quick as lightning, but wasn't quick enough this time. Milham to Tonchi. Tonchi to Kanani. You can hear Jaden Ashmore doing a lot of talking for Andinos. He's organising them. To Tonchi, one-on-one with Correa. And, ooh, that's a bit of an interesting collision there. Looks like both boys are all right. That was Mejia going into Moses Tonchi. And Gabriel Malacco just having a quick chat with Bharat Jaja, making sure he's got the shin pads on, and he does, so all is well again. Jorge Escobar goes down the line to Mejia to Escobar. Escobar goes long to Correa. That will just run out of real estate there, so a bit of a flat start to the game, not quite the same tempo that we started last game with, but that's as expected. Both teams are a little bit slower. Andinos have got to shut the middle here. There's a massive gap. Kanani tries to go past Escobar. Escobar having absolutely none of it.
The Phoenix, in previous matches I've noticed, are very good at moving the ball around at this halfway area, but really do struggle sometimes to penetrate through and get their shots off. And I think that's what's been killing them in their first couple of rounds. Yeah,
I think it's because they look for Ali Milham pretty much at every opportunity. So as good as Ali is, they have very, very capable players. So sometimes they do slow it down, almost looking for him. But it's their game plan, and who are we to say anything against that? And Milham is a very good player, so not a bad idea to look for him when it's on. Ashmore's ball here. I think he's going to go long. He does. Majaya, not much he can do with that throw. Looks like Andinos are going to, they look like they're just going to sit with the halfway press.
Probably not a bad tactic from the Andinos because, as we've just mentioned, Phoenix do like to just move the ball around this halfway area, and if they just sit and don't let them get through, they'll just keep moving it around there.
Yeah, and they've only got the 2 on the bench today as well, so yeah, not a bad idea at all. Jar, he blasts that one into Saturn. So it looks like they're going to...
Straight team shot for the Phoenix side here.
Yeah, so that was a 4-on-4. So maybe they're going to do a sub every 5 minutes, as that it was right on the 15th minute mark. Interesting tactic. We'll see how it goes for them. I think one thing that we've said, and I've said a few times about Phoenix Futsal Club this season, is they're just not quite fluent on the counter-attack. They just don't get forward fast enough, in my opinion. I mean, there's no excuse really. They've got very, very fleet-footed players like Amir Azimi, Moses Tunchi, and Omid Ashragian as well. They've really got no excuse to be going forward any faster than full pace. So we'll see if they maybe can rectify it today. Escobar robs Azimi there. Escobar does well. And Azimi does better, going the other way, and Correa does the best, winning at the side ball there. Escobar at the back, switches it to Correa. Correa, that's a lazy ball through the middle. Azimi off the right, Correa makes up for it with the block. And Serrano, who's just come on the number 6. He's a big unit. And Correa on the left, he had the Salas at the back post and he just didn't wait for him. He really could have.
Salas pressing by himself there, and just a little bit of a waste of energy. I think the game plan is for the Andinos to sit at halfway. Andinos, apologies.
That was a very good parallel down the line there from Amir Azimi. Bakazai was probably just on his heels a little bit. Could have got there. That was a great ball by Azimi. Right to the back post there. Looking for the run of Korai Altintas, the brother of Mungobala superstar Altay Jarjar. Altintas down the line to Ashragian.
Oh, poor touch from Ashragian. It's a rare occasion.
He won't be happy with that one. Serrano to the back post to Correa. Correa goes long, and again, he's given it away about the 4th time now.
Yeah, I don't think that was his best option, to be honest. Maybe a little bit rushed in the attack, the Andino side.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the most dangerous place to give it away in a futsal game is straight through the middle. That's exactly what he's done, I think, on probably 3 or 4 occasions now. So he'll want to rectify that, and as we say, he can make up for it. And he's chipped it. Really, really should have done better there. Correa has got to finish those. That's a golden opportunity.
Yeah, both teams so far, I think, are lacking a bit of composure in front of goal.
And Ali Milhem, he's just checked back in. Milhem to Azimi. Azimi to Milhem.
Oh,
what a ball that was from Azimi. And I don't think Milhem thought it was going to go all the way through.
I definitely didn't think it was going to get through.
Azimi split the middle there, and that was a great ball. And again, that's fine margins. Great tackle there from Azimi. He's done so well there, Amir Azimi. Omid Ashragian gives it to Milhem. Milhem, good block there.
Phoenix side, we're lacking a little bit of support forwards there. I think Al Karaguli was a bit deep on the court.
Jorge Escobar on the near side. That's a beautiful flick down the line. And
a bit of a waste with the ball through the middle by Vera Arias.
You can see there Jorge Escobar. He's a very, very good player. There's just a small insight of how good he is. That beautiful flick down the line. So I'm sure if anything good is going to come through Andinos, it'll be straight through him. I mean, Oscar Gongora's not here with us today, which is interesting. I haven't seen him miss a game in a long time. And as I'm saying that, Azimi blasts that straight into Jaden Ashmore. Probably could have done better there, Azimi. But he's had a great start to the game, so who am I to say anything about him? Al-Muhammad blasts that into Milham. He did just enough to get the touch. And it's come through to Al-Karahuli. Good save there from Ashmore and Correa. He hit it into, well, it looks like a Shragian.
Yeah, definitely a lot of panic coming out of the Andinos defense.
Yeah, it is. They're absolute 6s and 7s. There just doesn't look like too much cohesion. And Milham, and a great save by Ashmore. He's really keeping them in it. I mean, doing stuff like that at the back is just not advised. They've got away with it this time. Correa, and again, why is he flicking it over? It's just an easy ball on the ground. And the Andinos don't seem to be getting too irritated with him, but it's a few times now he's given away easy possession, especially in a situation like that where you'd be kicking yourselves. Yeah, 3v2, and you've got to do better there. Serrano.
It was a nice touch.
Yeah, it did enough to just get in the way, but it's come back to what a flick that was from Milham.
Oh, Al-Karaguli with all the time and space in the world, and he's taken way too long.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there. Al-Karahuli looked like he wanted to go for the pass, but he didn't, and Shragian diving in there. So he's just checking out, and it's a 2v1. This has got to be a goal. Milham, and again, it's just gone too far wide. I mean, are they going to rue all these missed opportunities? Phoenix, they've had probably 3 or 4 golden chances, not actual shots, but chances just to work the back post on a 2v1. And Majea gives it to Escobar. Escobar, beautiful feet to get out of that press. Serrano, he gives it away again, and I'm going to be honest, Andinos are going to be very lucky if they can get into this half-time without conceding, because Phoenix really deserve it based on the level of play.
I think the way the Andinos are going to catch Phoenix out is going to be on an overload counter-attack.
Yep.
Their build-up play is probably not quite up to standard to get through the Phoenix defense, giving away those balls through the middle.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Andino's last season, for a team that spent almost half the year at the top of the league, they're just not looking like it, and that was another good chance from Majias. He's had 2 now. And it's a 3v2 going the other way, and Mosa Tonchi.
He had time and space to continue on and draw in that defender.
And this is where Andinos just need to slow the game down a little bit. Like, doing things like that is just absolutely wasteful. And Milham, and honestly, this game is just being played so bizarrely. I feel like nothing is happening. And again,
I think Escobar's copped a hit to the face there from that challenge on Milham. Milham, good sportsmanship, going over to apologise.
it's a side ball here from the Phoenix. Tunchi's going to take after that loose pass from Majias. Well defended there by Serrano. He's been a little bit of a rock at the back. To Tonchi. He's going to look for Milham. He hasn't. He's actually gone to Jar Jar. Milham got it back, and Correa, that's a good touchdown. Majias gives it to Serrano. Serrano looks up. Gives it to Correa. Correa switches it to Serrano. This is what I was going to say. That's what Andinos have lacked. Just keeping the ball, and it's a timeout for the Andinos. So we will just go to a quick ad break and we'll be back with you in a minute. We are back now. Looks like we are to get underway, and it's going to be Milhem Tatonchi, Bharat Jarjar, and Mason Kanani for Phoenix. Serrano, Escobar, Majeas, and Seb Correa for Andinos. Correa to Ashmore. Ashmore, that was Serrano, not Serrano. Majeas has done well to deal with that. Escobar. It's a 2v1 if they can get it forward. It was a good ball. I think Correa might keep that in, and just got out of his reach, but it's better from Andinos, sorry. I will get it right next time. Tatonchi looks up. That's a great ball. Kanani, he's missed a touch. I think he was looking up before he actually got the ball. And that's better from the Phoenix boys as well. So maybe that timeout is going to give us a bit of cohesion in this game, because it was just a little bit scrappy and not much was happening.
Yeah, the Phoenix look like they've decided to put on a high pressure, which I think is an extremely good tactic, considering Andinos have been panicking and kicking the ball forwards and giving it away under almost no pressure. So it's definitely very likely that they'll be able to win the ball in those high areas, so they can get shots off nice and early.
Tatonchi to Kanani. And he's been intercepted there. It's come to Escobar. Escobar gives it back to Serrano. Serrano to Correa.
Phoenix did extremely well there, getting themselves back defensively. I didn't even see half the players run back. They were that quick.
Milhem on the right.
It was an opportunity to back roll to Tatonchi there.
Jaden Ashmore cleans that one up. Escobar.
Nice double team tackle. 2v1 here. Milhem.
And what a save that was from Jaden Ashmore. I think Milhem will be kicking himself that he didn't do better there. But that was great work there. I think that was from Mo Tatonchi. So he, for me, has probably been the pick of the Phoenix players so far. Jarjar and Andinos do just about enough to get that one out, as Jarjar's checking out and Korai Altintas is checking in. Milhem. Al-Karahuli has been intercepted, and here we go. If they can use it here, Correa has gone for the shot again, and Muslim Al-Muhammad. This is just about enough. Ashmore goes long, and one's not quite worked out. Al-Muhammad rolls out there to Shragian. He can take a bit of space.
You can see here a few of the Andinos boys huffing and puffing, hands on their hips, and only 2 on their bench. They're going to have to be careful about how they're exerting their efforts. Yeah, 100%. I think they just need to conserve their energy and take their breaks when they come. Escobar gives it to... Yeah, 2 going forwards, and there's not a lot of forward support. Another 2 players just holding back on the court. Milhem, and another great save by Ashmore. And Altintas and Correa heads that out, and I think that actually may have been going in. Milhem gives it to Shragian. Shragian to Milhem. Milhem with the blast, and Ashmore does enough, and he's cutting quite a frustrated figure, Jaden Ashmore. And as we were saying, that he throws the ball almost at Baka Zayed. But completely unnecessary yellow card in my opinion.
Yeah, letting the frustrations get the better of him. He needs to keep his head because he's had a great game so far. The score is still 0-0. It's not like Andinos are out of this game by any means. Yeah, maybe there's something off the ball we didn't quite catch. Have to see that as the situation monitors, and last thing Andinos need is Ashmore to be sent off, because then it will be game over. Zayed wide to Altintas. What will he do? Just for the blast, and again Ashmore is there. So 2 minutes remaining. We're about to enter into stop clock territory. So I think, like I said, a bit like the last game, Andinos will be very happy if they can get the draw going into the break. And Milham and Ashmore, great save by Jaden Ashmore. Again, let's see that one. It was hitting the top bins. That's interesting, and he's given that one away. Correa. Again, just not needed there from Seb Correa. He could have just played that an easy ball forward and tried some unnecessary skills, and it's cost his team. Milham sits down Serrano, and it's a bit of a scramble here, and Correa wins out again. Correa, and he's gone to ground there. I think he may have sold one there, but it was definitely a foul. He wanted to be made sure it was given.
It's won the free kick, and no one from the Andinos side has made their way forwards.
Yeah, I can hear Ahmed Ashragian telling the boys they need to be clinical. And here we go. This is going to be the perfect opportunity to be clinical. Zayed to the back post, and it's come to Ashragian. Serrano gets in the way again, and they've got away with it and scrambled it to safety one more time, and Mageus, and that's a foul.
Ashragian shaking his hand, but I definitely think I saw the foul there.
Yeah, there was some contact. I think Ashragian did actually touch the ball, but it was a lot more body contact. And this is Serrano standing over at 1:16 remaining. If they can get a goal here, it would be very good, and that was a very good effort.
Azimi touching his head almost copped it straight in the face.
Yeah, that was
I would have moved as well in that situation, I have to admit.
That was a good effort, and Correa goes over the top, and it's stayed in somehow, and Azimi's going to go. Referee Campos telling Azimi to let it go. I wouldn't be happy with that foul either. It's interesting. Serrano's done a great job defending all over the court in this first half. Milham flicks up to himself, and he's going to try and control it. Zayed chips over the top to Milham. He's gone for a bicycle kick. That was an outrageous effort. That might have been going towards the back post, towards Altinta, so an important interception there by Correa. And it's going to be a timeout from Phoenix. What are they going to conjure up? We'll see. We'll go for a quick ad break, and I can have some water, and we'll be back in a minute.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
We are back now. It looks like the Phoenix have conjured up some sort of set play. We'll see what happens. They've gone for the chip over, and Konani, and the execution of the kick wasn't great, but the execution of the free kick idea was in play, as Coach Diego Garcia on my left shoulder seems pretty happy with it. So Andinos, they'll just be wanting to get into the half all even, and with 30 seconds remaining, they've got a decent chance. It is actually an Andinos ball here. A bit of confusion there. So it's Correa standing over it, gives it to Serrano. Rano chips into Kanani. Zeba chips it out. Ashmore comes out and mops up. Al Muhammad rolls out to Ali Muhem and to Zayed. 17 seconds remaining. Kanani, one-on-one with Correa. Cuts inside and that shot flashes past the post.
From Kanani.
Yeah, it was a good idea from Kanani. Just execution wasn't quite there, but that's what you want. They need more direct runners at defenders, Phoenix. Ashmore, it's a great throw to Correa. That's not Correa, sorry, that's Serrano. Serrano, beautiful flick. Mahias said, I think the clock's going to beat them here. They've got a shot. Escobar, and that will be that for the first half. So 0-0 going into the halftime interval, and really a game that Phoenix should be winning probably by 3 or 4. But it's going to be a big second half, so we'll go to our ad break and we'll be back in a second.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Catch that, I am getting braces on Wednesday, so I hope everyone's looking forward to that as much as I am, and everyone's looking forward to this second half as well. The Phoenix Futsal Club, we were just listening to their timeout in between teeth talk, and it sounds like they're almost just saying more of the same, because I actually think they played quite well in an effort that just hasn't seen them score. And Andinos, well, I don't know what to say about Andinos. They've defended quite gallantly, especially Serrano. He's defended well. They just need to make sure Correa doesn't give the ball away through the middle as he has a few times. And if they can get Escobar on the ball as well, Andinos could snag a result here. Like we did say before the game, it's a big game for both teams. Serrano to Escobar. Escobar, it's a good chip forward, and that's better from Andinos, just kind of progressing up the court. And that was Mageas going towards the back post. No one made the run. Zimi gives it to Tonchi. Looks like Phoenix are going to continue their game plan they've used all season, just building up the court. Not many long balls. Azimi, he played well in the first half. So did Tatonchi. I'd say they were the pick of the bunch for the Phoenix so far. Tatonchi, who in 2018 was a revelation, a player that was tipped for very big things, and I think a bit of A few too many injuries has probably halted his futsal in Korea. So if he can get back to his form that he was back then, Phoenix will be all over that. As here he is on the ball, Mototonchi. Cuts in on the right, and Escobar got his body in the way. Serrano chips it forward to Mejias. He's one-on-one with Ahmed Astragian. Totonchi, it's a great double team, and he's won the ball as well. So we were saying how good Totonchi's been in that first half, and he's started the second off very well indeed. Azimi comes forward.
Yeah, I think any of the Phoenix players in this team playing up next to Ali Milhem maybe get a little bit underrated.
Yeah, 100%. And Azimi's just fallen over the court. Azimi gives it to Ahmed Astragian. Astragian looks up, gives it to Mototonchi. No one really closing him down, and it's come to Bharat Jaja, who is a very capable target. Well defended there from Serrano, and it's a 2v1 if they can use it, and this will be a golden opportunity, and Escobar, and he's put it wide! That was the chance for Andinos. He puts his shot wide, and he'll be kicking himself with that. Escobar just couldn't wrap his foot around it, and you can see Phoenix, if they don't put one away, Andinos are dangerous on the counter-attack. Mototonchi here at the back looks up. Gives it to Astragian. Astragian to Azimi. Azimi tries to turn Escobar, and he's actually got the better of him. Azimi gives it to Astragian, and what a tackle that is. Yeah, so, just like Longobardo, that Andinos are defending well. Totonchi again,
Definitely be a rolling foul in there.
Yeah, Totonchi, you can see how quick he is on his feet when he gets going. Escobar, another one who's very, very quick on his feet too, and some unnecessary techers on the far sides, and Andinos have won the side ball as Milhem is checking in. Looks like Totonchi needs a spell. Mejias gives it to back, and Andinos are trying to build up the play a little bit there, but it's not quite come to fruition on this occasion. Azimi to Milhem. Milhem gives it to Azimi. Azimi to Astragian. Astragian to Milhem. And you can see that Phoenix are keeping the ball very well. I mean, heavy minutes have been played by this man, Serrano, and Mejias on the far side have played very, very heavy minutes. And he's done well there. If they can get it to Escobar, I mean, this will be some goal by Escobar. He went for the toe poke, and Dino is kind of slowing the game down. It's definitely going to suit them, a slow game.
Yeah, it seemed like as the Andinos slowed down their attack, for some reason Phoenix decided that that meant they could slow down their defense.
And Jaden Ashmore's coming forward. Ashmore saved, and there's an open goal. Ashmore's got to remember he's on a yellow. He needs to get back in his goal. He's doing well, and Milhem off the right, and this game's suddenly gone end to end. That was exciting stuff from Jaden Ashmore, and it was a 2v1, and Milhem, can he get his way past a few players? He's reset the players. Zayed's checked in after all that. Here he is on the ball, the captain, Zayed to Milhem. Astragian, it was a good run from the back post, but the angle just wasn't quite there for Milhem, but Astragian will make them runs all day for you. The yellow card's been given to Bharat Jaja, and it has been given as well to Serrano, so I think there was a bit of off-the-ball incidents. Altintas. Zayed gives it to Altintas, and his shot goes just over. It was a good play there.
I think we saw them miss a similar shot from the back post in the first half.
Yeah, so they won't want to rue
these kinds
these
of opportunities that you really need to capitalise on in
they
a game
won't
like this.
they won't want to rue their missed opportunities. And
that will be a red card for Serrano.
Serrano's just got himself sent off, and I'd say that's going to be that. unfortunately. And Andinos just need to keep their heads here. And it's a timeout here for Phoenix.
Not quite sure what that second
He
yellow
kicked the
card.
ball. I think it was he kicked the ball away.
It's a silly yellow card for someone who was already on a yellow.
Yeah, especially, I mean, he'd been given it about 10 seconds prior.
It's a poor decision by Serrano.
So just listening to Jay Nashmore, he's giving the team talk, and he wants to. He's talking about how to defend this fifth man play that I imagine Phoenix are going to pull out here. I think it's going to be hard to do. So, yep, just listening to both team talks there. We're going to have a see if Phoenix are going to actually play the fifth-man power play, or they're just going to stick with the 4 on the court. Looks like, yeah, they are just going to stick with 4 on the court. So it's going to be Milham, Zayed, Mason Kanani, and Koray Altintas.
To be fair to Phoenix, they have created a lot of opportunities for themselves. Just lacking a little bit of composure in front of goal on a few occasions that have let them down.
Yeah, so it's going to be a long, long 2 minutes for Andinos if they are to somehow survive this onslaught that I imagine is going to come. If Phoenix can move the ball fast enough, it's going to be all over for them.
Yeah, and Phoenix really need to take advantage of the fact that Andinos, apologies, only have 3 players on the court.
Correa, what a touch that is, and that would have been something if they'd scored there. Ashmore's a good throw forward. And
would have loved to have seen Phoenix go 5th man against 3 players on the court. Don't know why, I just think that would have been a very interesting play.
Yeah, I think it would have been risky, but
risky for sure.
Harris Ryan, obviously they're backing themselves to score here, so we'll see what they can muster up. Milham, they've got Andinos pinned back so deep. Zayed, they just got to keep patient, and the opening will come. He's got to come here, and Correa did well. He's battling with Milham off the right, and Ashmore does enough to get his body behind it. So they've survived a minute. They've got a minute more to go. Andinos, we'll see. Zayed to Milham. I think this could be it, and Altintas goes wide.
That's so unfortunate. They've gotten in those positions in front of goal on multiple occasions. It's just that first time shot that's letting them down.
And here we go. This is a 4v2 opportunity. They've got to make this one count, surely. Altintas, and he's given it away again. Escobar has done so well. And Correa there just gets rid.
Yeah, you've got to be frustrated when you can't capitalise on a 4v2 opportunity.
Yeah, I think they've probably got about 20 seconds remaining. So Andinos have done well if they can just figure it out here, and Altintas is just not patient enough, and they've just wasted, I'd say, the opportunity, and he's back on there. So Andinos, defended that one so well. Correa, and he's got so much time, and this game is being played at a walking pace. But again, Seb Correa, I just don't know what that is. It's just giving the ball away. I mean, they're lucky they got the ball back here, but that's terrible from both teams, really. 0-0 here. Ali Milham's getting frustrated, and I don't blame him, to be honest, because this game is just...
Yeah, I definitely think the time is now for the Phoenix side to put on the high pressure.
Yeah, I actually would love to see Phoenix go for the 5th man. I would have loved to have seen them do it when there was 3 on the court, but I'd love to see them do it if it does stay the same result, because I think in terms of gameplay, Phoenix have really been all over them. But, it's not about... Well, it's not about how you play, it's about the scoreline, and so far it's 0-0, and that's largely thanks to Jaden Ashmore, who was very good in goal. Milham.
I believe Jaden Ashmore won the Golden Glove Award for last season, so he's really showing his deservedness in this game.
Yeah, he did. He was stellar last season. He's been just as good this season. The team in front of him just haven't been as good, unfortunately. Correa can't lose possession here. Gives it away again through the middle. And that's probably the 6th or 7th time. And
Al-Karaguli.
I mean, again, even though it didn't go in, they're scrambled back so well there, the Andinos. Just willing to get everything behind the ball. And there's 10 minutes remaining. I think they're going to, I'd say Phoenix will probably start to panic that they haven't scored yet. And Milham
takes it on to his left.
And here we go. And to be honest, it looks like the Andinos are just out of absolute gas, because their one sub on the bench is actually injured now, so this 5 is going to have to play the remaining minutes, and they're just dropping deeper and deeper.
To be fair to the Phoenix side, you do say you want them to play 5th man, but with Andinos only having essentially no subs on the bench, sometimes when you play 5th man, it gives the defence an opportunity to sit and relax a little bit.
That is true, but sometimes you're playing and it just doesn't happen for you, and it looks like, so far it just hasn't happened for Phoenix for one reason or another.
I've just seen Carmel Gordon have a little jog over with an alternate kit, so Mota Tonchi looks like he will be the Phoenix Futsal WA 5th man for the remaining 9.5 minutes.
So I think interesting, I mean, if they'd just gone 5th man 3 minutes ago, they would have been playing against 3 players. 3 on 5, obviously they elected against it. So
I guess they weighed up the risks. Like you said, it would have been a risky move. Would have been exciting for everyone watching at home, though, and for us.
But I mean, if they're going to go now,
bench.
it's still 0-0. It's the exact same result. So interesting. Just listening to the Andinos now, they're just all about trying to preserve their energy. You can see on the camera there, Jorge Escobar he's on his knees, and Seb Correa looks like he's about to. He's given all he can, and Coach Rob Michalak, he's trying to rally the troops. It's going to be a big effort. I mean, if they can snag a result here, even a draw, it'll be one for the ages for the Andinos boys. They'll be over the moon.
If I was a part of the Andino squad at this point, I'd be at Serrano kicking that ball away. Everyone in this league should know that kicking the ball away is an automatic yellow card, and when you're already sitting on 1, it's just really a silly decision.
Yeah, especially when he was genuinely giving it about 30 seconds before he got that red card. So yeah, really, really stupid. And he was playing a good game. He was defensively a rock. I know he brings a lot of experience playing in the State League Division 2 for Maddington White Eagles. So yeah, he and the Andinos players will be kicking themselves.
Oh, excellent pressure from Kanani here.
Yeah, it looks like Phoenix are going to elect the full court press. I mean,
if they're going to play 5th man, they're going to have to start putting the pressure on.
Yep. It's a good battle here. It was a great battle, and it's goalkeeper's ball, so it was a good battle there.
I think Kanani shouldn't get discouraged, though. He needs to keep that pressure on.
Yeah, Ashmore goes long. Correa, it's a good first touch, and does enough there just to win the side ball. So that's all Andinos need to do. If they can just relieve a bit of pressure every now and then and maybe score a goal on the counter-attack. Correa blast that into Milham. So that's going to be a side ball. So if we can just run it back here. Correa to Escobar. Escobar goes back to Ashmore. Not much pressure on him yet. Mejias. He's being pressed by Kanani again. And
done extremely well again.
Kanani's one out.
Support going forwards, though. It's Al-Karaguli and Kanani.
Ashmore again.
Milham eventually.
Yeah, Ashmore again. That was a great save. I think that was going straight to the back post to Kanani. And here we go. The 5th man power play is on. Mota Tonchi is playing that 5th man. Well, he's got the 5th man shirt on. Let's see how they play it here. Phoenix do love to overload one side. So I imagine that's what they're going to try and do again. It's a lot harder to defend like that. And Milham to Tonchi.
We did just see in the previous match Longobarda implement a 5th man, and there are a few comments about Longobarda not creating enough movement from their 5th man play. But it looks like Phoenix are doing a little bit better here with Kanani cutting inside, gets his shot off, and Escobar sends that one out for a side ball.
I honestly would back Escobar to score that. You'd almost put your house on it, but who can blame him? I think he actually may have played the full game, so he's absolutely gassed. So it's unfortunate for Escobar, but if they come, they've just got to give it a second to breathe and just try and slot it into the open goal. Kanani to Baka Zayed. Zayed to Tatonchi. It looks like Phoenix are being patient. That's exactly what they've got to do.
They always are in their build-up play, so
why would it change now? Yeah.
When they're in fifth man, they play the ball around very well.
Yeah.
Oh, and an excellent dummy by Tatonchi.
Yeah, Correa actually did defend that one very well. Didn't dive into commit to any tackles. Jar Jar down the line to Kanani. Kanani just does enough to hold on to it, and it's come down to Milham, and Milham, and it's giving away, and Seb Correa. That was the opportunity for Andinos, but you can see if they're patient enough, they will get a chance.
I think the runners into the D just need to be a little bit quicker. If Bharat Jar Jar had been able to get himself in front at that back post,
yeah, it's an easy tap in. Yeah, 100% Jade. And
an excellent dummy. You can see Phoenix are well trained in their fifth man movement.
Play, yeah, they do play it. They do tend to play it quite often. So yeah, they are good at it. Kanani, and they're, as you can see, very patient. And that was a great ball from Bharat Jar Jar towards the back post. Probably.
I do always say I would love to see a team start fifth man from the first minute of the match. And if any team was going to do it, I would hope it would be Phoenix, because they are very exciting to watch in their fifth man play.
That was a good ball there from Correa, and I think that's going to be an Andinos ball, so they just need to slow it down here. There's no need to start rushing towards the ball now. It's going to be a side ball here. I think Correa may just go for a shot, and it's a good idea if he was looking for the back post. But Phoenix look like they've halted the fifth man play for the second, and as I say that, they're back onto it. Milham. Interesting to have a bit of a team talk in between the game. Yep. Kanani, I think the option here is going to be Bharat Jar Jar, as he is actually given possibly just a little bit more space than any other player on the court. He's not being marshalled too tightly. They can find him, and
Dino's defense is being pushed way back into their own half.
Yep, so
defending a little bit too deep for a fifth man.
Yeah, and you can see there, I mean, they've got another 5 minutes to hold that. It's a very long time, but the chances are coming. So if they can get the goal before Phoenix, then this could be a famous victory.
Of course, everyone knows in fifth man it's the risk you take. A goal into an open net for Andinos just by giving the ball away.
Ashmore, what a tackle that was from Jaden Ashmore. He served a certain goal there. Bharat Jar Jar.
Again, if Jar Jar had just made that run a second earlier, he's in front of Ashmore tapping that in.
Yeah, but I think you've got to give a little credit there to Jaden Ashmore. He's put his body on the line again, and I think we're talking about having to beat the defence, but you've got to beat Jaden Ashmore. And
I think a bit of frustration there from Al Karaguli has been taken out on the face of the Andinos.
The number 17 there, it looks like he's gone straight down, and the issue is they've got no subs on the bench, so if he can't continue, then I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Maybe, well, they're just going to play with 3, I guess.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fifth man play against 3. We wanted to see it earlier, but not in this circumstance, of course.
100%. I mean, that's a body on the line kind of stuff.
Of course, the timer always stops for a head injury.
Yeah, so 4 minutes 13 remaining. This is a good chance for Phoenix to talk some more tactics.
I don't know, it was one of them. I just flicked it and I saw water go all across the court.
And the player is getting up now momentarily. I mean,
looks like he's going to continue, which is a valiant effort. I think I'd be off crying instantly with a ball to the face like that.
Well, I won't comment on that one. So, looks like we now have some water on the court. So, third official Shane Lance is just on here to tidy it all up and make sure this game continues. Great form there from Shane, as you can see.
Had someone cop a ball to the face. We don't want someone slipping over.
Yeah, 100%. So, is he going to continue? His ears are probably ringing. It looks like he's not.
No, he's going to step off.
Andinos are going to have to continue with 3 players.
I think he's holding his jaw there.
Yeah, so...
shaking his head.
Yeah, so
it will be 3 against 5. And it's unfortunate for the Andinos.
Yeah, so I'm just going to have to see what continues. I'd be surprised if he continued because he looks like he's a little bit out of it. So third official now turned into medic supervisor Shane.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a fine line between it being too dangerous to actually let him continue. We have had a few concussions down here.
Yeah, and I've just seen a bag of ice going over towards me. I'm not sure what Ice is going to do at this moment. But it's the thought that counts, I guess.
There's absolutely no way he can step back on the court.
Yep. And it looks like his ears are ringing from what I'm seeing. I mean, this is definitely just... You can see, it looks like he's going to stay off. Yep, he's going to stay off.
That's probably the best decision. I mean,
In the
3
end,
points is probably not worth.
oh, well, I'd argue against that. So it looks like they are going to try and do their best to defend.
They did well with 3 men against the 4, but 2 extra men, it's going to be difficult for the Andinos at this point.
Yeah, if they honestly get something out of this, I'll be very, very, very surprised. But you just never know. Milham hits the crossbar, and this is where Andinos just need to slow the game down and just try and kill seconds until the stop clock comes. And that's not really going to help anyone there from Mageus.
Yeah, but you can understand.
Yeah, you can. He's tired. He's, like I said, just like Escobar, I think he's pretty much played the whole game. So, yep, Andinos, when they do get any chance on the ball, and that's it. They finally get their goal, Phoenix, which they so desperately craved, but it's taken Andinos to lose a man, and so unfortunate there. They've definitely given
With the speed that Phoenix have managed to create that opportunity against 3, they honestly might as well have done the 5th man after the red card.
Yeah, 100% obviously.
They could have put this game to bed a little bit earlier.
Yep. Escobar to Correa. Correa gives it away, and it looks like we're going to continue with a 4v3 for the rest of the game. And Milham, he'll now won his goal. And that's a foul there. Aprecio. Correa. One-on-one with Jar Jar. Jar Jar pressing him very high.
You can hear the call from the Phoenix bench to defend it halfway, and
it's an interesting
half the
call.
Team have taken it on and half the team
Yeah,
haven't. But
yeah.
if it was me in this position, I'd be pressing the 3.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd be sitting halfway, and this was going to be this, I'd say. Ali Milham and Jaden Ashmore again. What a save. Done so well, Jaden Ashmore, this game. Definitely man of the match for me. He's had a stellar performance. Zayed to Milham and Zayed, and here we go. Correa's got another one to go forward, and Milham's took him out.
Bit unnecessary for Milham. I don't think he meant that one.
Yeah.
Just had the momentum going forwards. Couldn't slow his feet down.
And again, Spy gives it away. He's knackered, and Milham comes forward to Zayed, and Milham, and Ashmore saves it, and Ashmore's going to go forward with it. Why not?
Bit of a controversial call there. Was definitely a hand that stopped that ball going through to the player at the back post.
Yeah, it was a high hand. I think it would have been a bit unfortunate to be given.
And the hand definitely wasn't in a natural position.
It wasn't. Maybe they're...
You've got to be annoyed if you're Phoenix not getting that call.
No, I wouldn't be too annoyed. They're playing against 3 players.
Well, they are still struggling to score a little bit, so you'd be a little bit annoyed.
And
just
Milham,
as we say that,
Milham finishes it off, and
not much Ashmore could do with that 2v1.
that's that. And that is game over. Ali Milham giving a little bit to Jaden Ashmore after the goal as well. So that will finish the proceedings, and a minute 50 remaining. Andinos just want this game to end now without conceding anymore. Seb Correa skips past Milham, does very well there, Correa, and Zayed does enough just to defend him, and that's going to be a Phoenix side ball to Milham. Milham to Azimi. Azimi comes forward, gives it wide to, I think that's Zayed, it is. Zayed still got it, and well defended there by Escobar in the end. So they just won't want to concede again, Andinos. I do feel for them, but probably...
Oh yeah, you've got the 3 players that are on the court have put in a huge
excellent effort, yeah. Pretty much playing the whole game, all of them, and you dare say if they hadn't got that red card from Serrano, it would have been a different story, but here we are.
Yeah, I think if Serrano hadn't unnecessarily copped that second yellow, it would be a completely different picture, and I dare say I don't think that Phoenix maybe would have, but I don't think that they would have scored from their 15 against 4.
No, 100%. They weren't looking too likely, and they had a few opportunities, but you know, that concussion, and then the red card just hasn't helped them. It just hasn't been their day, and sometimes it's just not your day. So a minute remaining now in the stop clock, and Phoenix will probably just want to pile on the misery and try and score a few more. Milham.
In the last match that we saw, both teams had 5 sitting on their bench, and that's exactly why you do it, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I dare say that Andinos with 1 or 2 more players would have definitely been a good chance for a game, and Azimi pokes that one in. So that's 3-0, and that really is game over now. I do feel for Jade Nashmore as well, because I think he's been unreal today. He's made save after save, just like Rahimi in the game before us. Excellent, but...
Yeah, but even though the Phoenix are only against 3 men, I don't think any of these goals are undeserved. They have had the majority of possession throughout the game, and they've had the better share of the chances.
Yep. Back to Zayed. Zayed to Milham. Milham to Azimi, and Milham, and he was looking for Korai Altintis at the back post. Don't think he could have really turned that one in.
Yeah, it was
shoulder height.
It was a hard shot.
Oh, Mohammed did well there. Altintis.
And they've got a 4v2 now.
Milham
somehow haven't capitalised on that one. They do seem to give the ball away a bit sillily, the Phoenix side in the overloads.
Yep, and that is game over. 3-0. Phoenix Futsal Club with the win. They'll be happy with that one. But Andinos, I've got to say, they didn't go down without a fight. It was a valiant effort. Just having a look at the stats quickly. We get them up. So it was Ali Milham with the goal, Amir Azimi and Mason Kanani. So having a look here at the stats, it was 63% possession by Phoenix. They're not on the screen, but I'll just read them to you. Phoenix had 63% possession, and Andinos only with the 36. I mean, if you actually, you can't see the shots, but they had 21 shots, Phoenix. So they were peppering the goal, 14 on target, so you can just see how many saves Ashmore made. But in the end, Phoenix were probably the deserved winners. So that wraps up proceedings for tonight. And for this weekend, we'll be back for round 6 next Friday.